how's your funk? LigeCurry, ESP in Dorsey, proud to be 6-string bass player for the Parliament Funkadelic. George Clinton, our leader, and he also loves the ESP bass sound. He thinks it's real funky. ESP has the funk and will always have the funk. How's your funk? I asked ESP. They said, it's just like this, Lige, in a 6-string bass. I said, wow, funk and telekey like that? They said, make my funk the P-Funk and I'll make your funk the P-Funk. So we joined together and ESP found that funk was what was in this bass. I play bass for George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelics. I've been playing bass since 1979 with George Clinton. I have an ESP 6-string custom bass. I got together with the engineers and we talked about from the tuning pegs that I use, they're the lock tuning pegs. Perfect for me because I hate wrapping strings around, you know. I'd like to get more string out of the playing by less wraps or no wraps at all. So I chose the lock tuning pegs that ESP designed for me, as well as the string spacing that I have. The string spacing equals to a 4-string, which will enable you to have more neck to deal with. But, you know, in the correct way of playing, I usually have my thumb pretty much under the center part of the neck, which gives me more room to go with my fingers here. Since funk entails a lot of popping and slapping, I needed enough room to get up under the strings and in between the strings without actually breaking my nail or something trying to get between there. Down to the inlay here, I have a logo that was designed by a good friend of mine named Kyoko, and ESP just boom, put it right there for me with my name right there, and that's very special to me. Now with the body, I pretty much use the same body as the LTD, but from here to here is a lot wider because I wanted not only for it to match the neck, but I like to have more wood pressed up against my body. You know, the body thing is like feeling the vibrations is what I believe that a bass player is all about. What I do in funk is I need to carry bottom, but I also need a high end. And EMG is really the one. A lot of like the stuff that Bootsy Collins did in the earlier P-Funk days, he had in his space bass EMGs. And he told me back in the 70s, he said, you'll find that the EMGs will probably be best for funk. He told me that they give you more power. So I was like, okay. I love my ESP 6-string. You know, it truly is a gift and I feel blessed to have it because not only is it a good guitar, it was made specifically for me and that's special. You know, when I'm putting the funk out, I can really, really dig into more of what LigeCurry is about and great sounding bass. The LTD is what you can find in the stores. I played a LTD the first year I was endorsed with ESP. I think the LTD is good for beginner players. You know what I mean? And professionally, it sounds good too, because I used it out there on the road. And that particular pickup configuration is what made me really want to get with ESP. Those of you that don't know who Lige is, now you do. I'm over here at ESP, and I'm throwing it down hard, and we funky over here. Yeah, make my funk the P-Funk.
with ESP. Make my funk to P-Funk with ESP. Make my funk to P-Funk with ESP guitars and basses.